Hello Pisces, and welcome to your September 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here along with my dear friend Miss Lucy.
Hello.
First off, we'd like to take this moment to say thank you so much for all of the support we've gotten from you guys. We hit a benchmark in our subscriptions this last month, so because of that we're going to be setting out another video especially for that. So watch for notification when you guys get it. For those of you that are new to us, what we do is Lucy does a read, I do a read, and then we do a combined read. And for this one, Pisces, you actually get 4 reads because it's going to be a long. So get a cup of coffee and sit back and kind of listen and enjoy.
I guess you could watch it in spurts, you know.
Yeah, it might be a good idea. Then we also pull oracle cards, and then both Lucy and I pull the cards that are your overall for the month for from your year in review.
Yeah.
Please keep in mind this is a general read. It's a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody, but hopefully you'll be able to resonate with at least one of the reads. Okay, so let's start with Lucy's, and the card that she picked for you guys for the month
was the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands is energy. It's young energy, and wands are about action. So this is about a new experience that you may be going to have. That it says that you're done with the prep work because you've studied all, you know, and you've got yourself ready and you've got the skills you need and the intellect to handle it, just lacking a little bit in experience. So take the next step forward. Okay, you're ready as you're ever going to be, and carry on with your project or your course of study, whatever it is. The caution here is don't get in over your head. Make sure you're making decisions that are in your best interest, okay? And if you need to, go to somebody for assistance. That's a good one for that too. And the next is the Two of Wands. Now the Two of Wands, as you can see, the person standing there, they're at a crossroads. They have a decision to make. So there could be a little bit of anxiety going on here with this. So looking at the fork in the road, the differences are hard to discern until you get down the path a little further. So this indicates that the differences in these choices is in the future for you. But you need to make a decision between the two and move forward into your future. The message here is go with your gut. What feels the best to you, you can write it all down and then make the best choice that you can for yourself. Take your inspiration and your courage in your hands and move forward with confidence and with bravery. Okay? Don't stand still. That's the caution there. Wands are about action. Next is the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles, as you can see by her garments, she's about abundance. It's feminine energy. She's actually a caretaker around herself. It's about wealth, financial help, even practicality here. Okay, as a personality, she is strong and self-confident and self-contained and mature and all of the good things that go with that. So it's through your own hard work, your own will, and your own skills that you have created this environment for yourself and those around you. The caution here is not to be fixated on the end result of whatever project you're in, or whatever skill you're putting out there. Don't be so fixated on the end result that you lose your joy in what you are doing. Your satisfaction here can be tied in with what you're doing, and worry about money and obsessing about frugality can take those small joys and small inspirations away from you. So watch out for that. The balance here is key. Key is the balance here. Sorry. Balance is the key. There we go. I'll get it out eventually. Next we have the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords is, of course, swords are swift energy. He is the questing knight. It's about conflict. It can be about loss. He can be domineering, and it can be about unexpected events too. So, excuse me. So you're ready for action here. You're focused and committed. So place your energy here. You're after your query, whatever that is. The message here is that your goal is in sight. As you can see, he's got his swords raised. The owl is there to assist him. That's wisdom, knowledge. You know what you want, and you know how you're going to get it. So the caution here is to pay attention. Don't be so focused on what you're after that you lose contact with the reality around you, because you need to pay attention to what's going on around you so you can be ready for any new developments. Okay? Don't be so focused that you neglect the here and the now. And then we have the Two of Cups. Now, Cups is about our emotions, and the Two is about a partnership and commitment and friendship, love, relationships, things of that sort. Now here, this indicates that you have an opportunity for such a relationship, for such a union. So the potential is there to create something very special for yourself and this other person, or this, maybe it's even an entity. You know, it's about partnership. So you can have a partnership at work, you can have a partnership at home, you can have a partnership with an institution that could be very rewarding for both of you. Okay? The caution here is to move forward only if all the elements are there to create a strong, lasting partnership. So if you're thinking about going into a partnership with some sort of institution, or say creating a liaison with them, doing some kind of work with them, make sure that their values fit yours. Make sure that in the long term, this is going to mesh with who you are, because that is what makes a strong, lasting partnership of any kind, is the meshing of two personalities. If they don't fit with you, then they don't fit. Okay? And then we have the Hermit. Now, the Hermit to me is about self-knowledge. It's about introspection and soul searching and going within for guidance for yourself, looking at who you are internally. Perhaps you've hit a place in your life where you're questioning, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? That's okay. We all come to those times in our life. Just sit down with yourself, go inside, check, do an internal check is what I call it. Check that what you are doing meshes with who you are. That is very important as we go through this life, because there's nobody harder on us than we are on ourselves.
So true.
Okay? So if this self-examination reveals to you that there's some things going on in your life that you cannot live with anymore, you cannot tolerate, then it's time to pull back from those areas. It's time to withdraw and say, I can't do this anymore. Okay? If that's what happens. But it's all about self-knowledge. We have to go forward with who we are in time. We all change with time. So this is over time. We go forward with who we are. So do your self-check.
What's interesting too is I see a lot of twos in your
Yes,
spread.
I
There's
do.
A lot of twos.
I know. I saw that too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And with the twos, you know, it's all about the maintaining balance, making patient will, discern choices, and
Yeah.
I think they've got a lot of choices this month.
Decision making, yes. Yes, they do. Even with the questing knight, they do, because they have to decide if they're going to stay completely centered on their object, their goal, or if they're going to pay attention to what is going around them and the changes that are going on around them. That's, you know.
Okay. All right. So for my read, the card I pulled for you guys is the Tower. Now the Tower is about discord. It's about destruction. It's about you have a belief that you have, and then you find out that it's on a false base, and then it wasn't what you thought it was. It can be a really enlightening thing. And for you guys, I really feel that at the beginning of the month, you're going to have something like this happen to you. But the next card that I pulled is the Sun. So the sun is about renewal, it's about joy, it's about optimism and all this too. And I think that even though this instance has happened, it's going to be a good thing for you. It's going to bring back your joy. It's going to bring back your optimism, and it's going to be a good thing for you. You're going to have a sense of renewal, which is important for you because of the rest of the month. You have the Three of Wands next. Now, the Three of Wands is about daydreaming. It's about where you've got kind of an idea forming in your head and you're looking off into the future trying to decide, and you finally figured out, okay, this is what I want to do, and you pick up the wand and you start moving. For some of you, you're doing that right now. It might be an idea with school, it might be an idea of something with work or your creative process, but you're starting to look into the future, you're starting to think about this and maybe even daydream a little bit. But following that up, and I believe that this is more of a financial nature because the next card I got is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a cautious knight. He doesn't go right into battle. He is the type that he establishes trust and security. He moves in a way to understand the complete situation. And I think for some of you, you're going to need to do that. You're going to have to be able to look at what's a dream and what's not. You need to understand the whole situation before you make your decision. And don't worry about doing the work to get to this point. You can't have everything snappy quick. It's not going to work that way on this situation. So keep that in mind. Have patience. Sit back. Really look at the situation and move with caution and take the time to establish that trust and that security that's needed. The next card is kind of thrown in there, and I think that for some of you, because of this, and maybe you've not taken the time or whatever, this is the Three of Swords. Now, this is usually about heartache, rejection. If you see the woman here is all bound up in herself. And this, too, is also when you kind of feel sorry for yourself. You're feeling sorry for the things that maybe not have gone your way. It might even be a wounded pride. So there may be a situation coming up. In fact, there is for somebody a situation coming up this month where you may feel like something's really pierced your heart and you're pretty emotional about it. But you need to just kind of sit back and say, okay, I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to turn around and turn it into good, because it's a choice that you make. It's a self-pity thing or it's a moving forward, and you need to decide to move forward. The next card I got, which I thought was a really cool way to end the month, is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, she's a very generous person. She's comforting. She has this pentacle and this money in her hand, but she doesn't have a problem sharing it. She's very open with that kind of stuff. She's also somebody that likes to nurture, and she protects those who are less fortunate. So for some of you, you may meet somebody who embodies the Queen of Pentacles. It's an earth sign, which is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And you might find somebody like that at the end of the month that you maybe are involved with, or somebody that is going to help you through this situation that you felt what happened with the Three of Swords, that feeling of wounded pride and loss. So I really think this person's going to come in and help you. For some of you, it might even be a romantic bet. And just because it's a feminine energy does not mean that it cannot be a man. There are men that can embody the characteristics of the Queen of Pentacles also. Okay? So starting off a little bit rough at the beginning of the month, but it's a good thing. You got some decisions to make. Move with caution. Take the patience. Take the time to put the work into the situation so that you can establish that trust and security you need. Don't just rush headlong into it, because I keep seeing the Nine of Pentacles. You need to be a little bit more cautious when it comes to this. Don't let things wound you to the point where you're all bound up in yourself and you go through a self-pity, but let people help you. Go ahead and embody the Queen of Pentacles, where you turn around and make it into a generous thing and take care of those who are less fortunate. All right? Okay, we're going to do the next read. This is the whole read, the two together, and it's very interesting. And then we're going to do it because there's two events that we'll go through afterwards. It's kind of interesting. Both of us saw it when we laid out the cards. It was kind of interesting. So the two together, which is the Page of Wands and the Tower. Very interesting because the Page of Wands, in fact, it's almost like I say it like this. There is some core beliefs, and there's going to be some communication brought to you, that young, youthful energy where you've never really experienced something like that before. And it may feel this way as you're going through this, but it's good to get this taken care of, because it's something that you believed in and it maybe hasn't been right. It's not been good, and you'll be able to rebuild your foundation with this energy, with this brand new. Then the Two of Wands with the Sun. Like Lucy said, Two of Wands, making that decision.
Choosing your path.
And
Go forward.
the thing about this card too that I see is always I see those two stags and how everything looks the same, but one goes into the valley and one goes into the mountain.
Yeah.
But the thing about this is that the Sun's in this. No matter which decision you make, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And I get more work bent. I don't get, well, maybe work or creative process. I don't get more of a relationship bent.
Well, if it's pulling in from the Page of Wands, then yeah, it's a new action, it's a new experience, it's maybe something you've done before, but it doesn't feel quite the same. There's more energy to it, more excitement. So yeah.
So this
That's
decision
why you
that
choose the one that
Yeah.
fits you the best, that goes with your gut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Choose the one with either the mountain or the valley. Either of them are going to work out good for you. You just need to be able to project yourself that far in the future so that you get an idea of what's going on. I keep seeing it like this too. The Three of Wands, again, like I told you, it's about that exploration of daydreaming. So you've made your decision, you've got that daydreaming going on, but yet you've got an opportunity because of this decision that you've made to turn into the Queen of Pentacles, where you can really be generous. You can give to those people that are less fortunate around you.
Yep.
You can provide that comfort, that material comfort, because you'll have enough.
Yeah. Through your own hard work.
Exactly.
Through your own hard work and the choices you've made. You can create a life for yourself and those around you that brings you joy and satisfaction. And that's where you get the joy and the satisfaction, is from taking care of the people around you. Queen of Pentacles to me is a caretaker. She cares about everyone around her. That is her focus.
And I think that's going to help you financially.
Yeah.
Now this is so interesting because you've got the head forward, strong, let's go energy of the Knight of Swords, and then the, let's hold back a little bit, a little more cautious.
Yeah, the Knight of Swords is confident and all of that. He's ready for it. He's committed. You can pull from the energy of the Pentacles and not go crazy. Not block at everything but what he is after. That is what this says. This says, okay, you're committed, you're going for it, but remember the situations around you. Acknowledge what is going on. You may glean something from that you need.
And you're going to feel pulled one way or the other, and it's going to be kind of an emotional thing for you, Pisces. I can feel it. It's like, you're like, oh, should I go this way? Wait, should I go this way? And it'll be like a push, but just take the time to really center yourself. Use the wisdom that's around you and the guidance. I keep seeing that owl. And it's so funny. I just see the horses going two different ways. And that pulling where you feel like you're stuck in the middle.
Well, perhaps you are.
Yeah, possibly.
Until the situation is clarified more.
The Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. I really feel that for some of you there's a union that's kind of gone wrong, where you feel like you've not gotten what you think you need out of this. And because you go from the 2 to the 3, where you've got that really good union, and then all of a sudden you're by yourself and you're holding on to yourself and self-pity in a way. So maybe there's a relationship that you have there, maybe things are not going that way. It would be somebody that would be very strong, like a partnership, like me and Lucy. It doesn't even have to be necessarily a romantic, but it could be something like that.
It does not have to be romantic.
Where maybe there was a business decision that you had that the other person dissented against you and you felt sorry for yourself afterwards because they didn't agree with you. Don't fall into the trap of this, because it's good to have different of opinion, because if everybody did what we wanted to all the time, it would not be good. So look upon it as a good thing. Don't get caught up into, oh, woe is me, and a pity pot.
Yeah, because it is what it is.
The thing about the Hermit is that seeking into yourself and the wisdom and everything too. It's also taking the time to nourish yourself in a way, because you have to take care of yourself before you can turn around and take care of others.
It's true.
And having the two of these paired together just shows that you need to take that time. I mean, go do a spa day, go do something that you need for yourself to recharge, because you can go, Pisces, and give. But if you don't take care of yourself, then it's going to be kind of hard. So take that time, seek the wisdom within, do your intuition so that you can turn around and help others. Because I really feel that, oh, there's a father-daughter too. Okay. With the queen, is set generous and being able to give to others. There's somebody, and I need to say this, and I'm sorry, it was just shown to me. There's somebody, it's a daughter, and it's her father, and he's kind of old, and you're worried about him. In fact, you need to give him a call, because I think he's got something illness going on, and you're worried about him, and you might need to go for a little bit and go take care of him, because I keep seeing this, you taking care of, almost like this, taking care of him. So if you've been thinking about whether or not you should go and go take care of your father, yes, you need to go. So if you've been wondering if you're supposed to, this is your confirmation. Okay, sorry about that. Kind of an extra thrown in, but I have to do what I'm told at the time. All right. So for this next part, there's 2 events, and it was funny because as we were laying out the cards and Lucy saw it and I saw it, and it was like, oh wow. If you look at the picture at the beginning, just take and put a dividing line in the middle and put all the first 6 cards, the first 3 of Lucy's and the first 3 of mine together, and that's an event. Then the second grouping is an event also, and there are specific oracle cards for each of them. So you want to go ahead and start with this one? Because I feel you need to do this one more.
Well, this one here is all about making decisions, to tell you the truth, really. There's changes coming. The Tower is about change, yes.
Right.
This is the major one here, but the Page of Wands draws into that. So with the energy of the Page of Wands and the skills and the knowledge that you have here, granted you've never had this experience before, but you are going to be able to get through it and make your decisions, because you have the sun shining over all of this. You have a path, a choice, a pathway, a crossroads that you're at, that you need to make a decision which way you're going to go. Again, this is not going to be easy, but it can be done. You can do it. You have the sun shining over. You have your 3 of Wands here. New experiences also too. You're looking to the future. This is all looking to the future. This is in your past.
I'm going to move the camera so you can see it.
Let go of what's happened here. This is the past now. This is done. There's no getting it back. The Tower is change. The energy drawn here and here, this is all about your present and going into your future. Okay? You're the caretaker here, a life of joy and contentment here because of your own hard work and your own skills that you have brought forward and are using to create your life here. Again, the 3. And then we have the Seeker that goes with all of these. So if I'm making much sense to you, the change is coming, but it's going to be a good one. It's one that you can handle.
Right.
Okay?
I agree.
But let go of the past. That's what's needed here, the letting go and the facing forward with courage. Okay?
And again, I don't get it's a relationship. I get more it's your creative process, maybe your work.
Well, it's a lifestyle. It could be a lifestyle too. Your lifestyle could be changing a bit.
But the Queen of Pentacles is your end. I truly believe with the Sun, and it's going to benefit you financially.
Yes.
So go ahead and do it.
Through your own hard work. All of this is through your own hard work, and the Sun is going to shine over all. Through your own hard work that you're going to move forward.
And this is the Seer, which talks about following your intuition. You need to follow your intuition in this path. Don't listen. You need to really listen to. You need to gather advice, but you need to listen to yourself in the long run.
Yes, this is following your gut here, of course. This is looking forward to the future. This is plans that you're going to make. The sun is going to shine over all of this. Yes, with all things that bring change, there will be pain, but there is not going to be anything here that you cannot handle. Okay?
All right. The next one, I'm just going to move the camera just real quick so you can see it. So this is a specific event too. I really feel that for somebody, you've got a lot of thought processes going on. You're thinking about your money. Again, it's a business partnership going on. And I think that there's going to be some wounding in it.
Okay,
but
sorry about that.
We had technical difficulties. My camera isn't working as well right now, so we're trying to get all that fixed. And sorry about that. So if I got a lot of wiggling going on, you know why. So basically, you've got that partnership going on. And in fact, I think if for somebody, it might even be you're partnered with an earth sign in either a business venture or whatever. And I think there are times where you feel like you're not getting your way. So just keep up on the communication. Don't forget to step back out of yourself for a little bit and do what the hermit does, which is taking the time to be,
take time.
Yeah, take your self-check, take your time, and do all that too.
Consider, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the card that Lucy pulled for this particular event. So this one's called Field of Dreams.
It says your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of your potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you are willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outside conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary.
So experience the extraordinary this month, Pisces. You've got a lot of energy and a lot of things going on. And I know we've given you guys a lot, but if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any questions, just go ahead and post them down in the comments. Lucy and I try to look at the comments at least every day, and we'll be glad to talk to you there.
Yeah. And if you have the tenacity to sit through this,
thank you. I know it was quite a bit, but again, I think that you guys needed to hear this for the different people. So thank you for being patient with us. Pisces, I hope you have a wonderful month. We'll be thinking about you and walk in peace, light, and love.
Goodbye.